Hello, hello again, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. You know, uh, there's a lot of us that live caught between two emotional time zones, if you will, the future and the past. And anxiety often shows up when our minds race ahead, trying to control the outcomes, anticipate problems, or prepare for threats that haven't even happened yet. It's like bracing for a storm that hasn't ever been forecasted or certainly hasn't arrived. Depression, on the other hand, tends to anchor us in the past. It replays regrets, it replays the losses we felt, painful memories, we believe that can't be changed. It's kind of like dragging a heavy suitcase around. It's all full of sorrow, and doesn't feel very good. Regardless, both anxiety and depression are rooted in disconnection from the present moment. And yet, the present is the only place where healing and clarity and choice truly exist. Now, science talks about this. In specifics, neuroscience shows us that when we're not focused on the present, a part of the brain called the default mode network actually kicks in. And this network pulls in uh, sorts of thoughts. It pulls us into a rumination or memory and reflection, right, about the past or worry about the future. We we uh, we work on those things in our head, and they kind of just run a loop. When it's chronically active, meaning it's been causing problems for a long time and it's still causing problems, it's linked to anxiety and depression. And practices like mindfulness and present moment awareness can help deactivate this loop, and it helps to restore an emotional balance. Now, research from the Heart Math Institute adds another layer to this. When our thoughts and emotions are aligned, especially around feelings like gratitude or compassion, our nervous system enters a healing state. Now, this alignment lowers our stress hormones like cortisol, and it boosts vitality hormones like the precursor to all this, which is DHEA. Might want to look that up, and it helps us feel more resilient and more grounded. Thanks to neuroplasticity, which is right along with a new science. It's with epigenetics. Uh, but neuroplasticity, because of that, we know that the brain can actually rewire itself. And when we consistently focus on empowering thoughts and we stay present, we strengthen neural pathways that are being made, that are being built, or being created. And over time, peace and clarity become more accessible to us. Now, there's some wisdom, across traditions and cultures too, philosophies, if you will, from around the world that echo this same kind of a truth. The Taoists teach that peace comes from flowing with the present, not resisting it. Buddhism emphasizes mindfulness, obviously, observing thoughts without attachment, objectively, right, as a path to liberation. Stoicism reminds us that we can't control external events. We can choose our response or reaction. Well, we don't even choose reaction. We can choose the response, and that choice lives in the now, the choice. And Christian teachings or mysticism, especially in verses like Hebrew 11's 1, teaches that faith is the evidence of things not seen. And that's an invitation to live from vision, not circumstance. Now, let me unpack that just a little bit, because I'm not talking about or saying that we should live from sight or eyesight, right? To live from vision means we orient our lives around what we believe is possible, not just what we currently see, feel, or experience. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about choosing which reality we're building from. Um, Living from circumstance means things like reacting to what's visible, like our bank account, perhaps, maybe our balance, a diagnosis that we maybe have gotten, the silence from somebody that you trusted, the point disappointment of a promise that was given, and these things are real, but they're not the whole story. Living from vision simply means responding to life from a deeper truth, the one of I am healing, right? I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of appreciation. I am being guided. I'm creating something new. These are all great things to be thinking about. And there's a lot more. And it's not about living by physical sight, it's living by inner sight. Faith, intuition, imagination, spiritual alignment, they all become our compass. And it's not just our senses or our circumstances. Um, to move into healing and the wholeness process, you could probably just start by name what time zone you're in. I mean, when you find yourself thinking about what makes you feel, or you're thinking about something that makes you feel, rather, what you don't want to feel as opposed to how you'd like to feel, ask yourself, am I in the present? Am I in the future? Am I in the past? And simply naming where you are at that point can bring awareness. And through awareness, you get an open door to choice. Okay, that's where you choose from. Now, once you make a choice, you anchor right in the now. Use your breath as a bridge. That's a good way to do it. Just inhale deeply and slowly, then exhale more slowly a few times, right? Feel your body, notice where you are, your surroundings, and say a couple of I am statements, which are present tense statements. I am here. I am fine. I am the master of the universe. I mean, whatever I am statement you feel good about, say it and speak it out loud. That way we can reframe anxious thoughts or regrets and we can forgive ourselves and others. Now, forgiveness is not about forgetting, okay? It's about letting go, releasing the grip the past or uncertainty of the future has on us. It's about living in the present. So you are not your past. You are not your fears about the future, and you are the presence that holds both and the power that transforms them. And healing begins when we return to the now. Wholeness unfolds when we stop chasing, right, and putting effort behind something and we start embodying it. And peace is not found in control, it's found in surrender. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's got some words in here that can help you. And I hope that you have an awesome day. Thank you so much. Bye.